Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Getau, Director Watoto Wenye Nguvu. The following is a brief update and situational analysis for Watoto Wenye Nguvu year 2022. As we march ahead in the fourth quarter of this year, we are thankful for the successes in our programs despite the challenges that we have faced. The year started with the global crisis occasioned by post-COVID effects, drought and the war in Ukraine that affected exchange rates, resulting in rising inflation nationally with net effect of rising food and consumer prices. As it is, the consumer price index stands at 126.76% with the household price index at 6.13%. This, combined with dwindling incomes and shrinking labor market, has given rise to dysfunctional families. This has led to high rates of hopelessness, domestic violence, family breakages, crime, drug abuse, and early marriages. Thus, there will be more cases in the community in need of care and protection. General overview. The Rotary Grant projects commenced this year in the month of February and are carrying out various projects which include poultry, pigs, greenhouse, water kiosk renovation, and grocery shop. These farm-related projects are aimed at ensuring that the institution and neighboring community taps into new or modern knowledge on farming skills that will eventually boost the food basket and help to cope with harsh climatic conditions that are being experienced. Community will be trained on utilization of scarce resources, minimal water usage, and growing of nutritious drought-resistant crops. The app, as a working tool, has completed its first phase and second phase is still in development stage. We have been able to work with it and it has proven to be more efficient, reliable, and less time-consuming. It has helped us to increase the scope of our work with a positive projection in the number of CSI recorded. To its completion, we are optimistic it shall help the organization to achieve its goal. From 2015 to 2019, Kenya's economy achieved broad-based growth averaging to 4.8% per year, significantly reducing poverty. But in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic hit the economy hard, disrupting domestic and international trade, leading to unemployment. This has caused urban to rural migration. In general, the operation cost of the institution is high due to high economic conditions affected by the COVID-19 in the country, which adversely affected the health sector and the general livelihood of our beneficiaries. Unfortunately, the agriculture sector, a cornerstone of the economy, has been affected by severe drought in the whole country, which has led to crop failure and pasture loss. These costs are often passed on to consumers through increased prices. Year plan will guide the institution and the stakeholders on day-to-day activities in line with the outlined goal and sub-goals of 6 domains as highlighted. It will incorporate the emerging issues such as the post-COVID-19 pandemic effects, inflation, and drought to ensure we reach as many beneficiaries as possible. In order to achieve the intended purpose, the staff will be guided by work plans, Google Calendar of the activities, and intervention manual as per the respective intervention timeline within 1 year period. As outlined in the Strategic Plan 2021 to 2025, institution intends to meet its expectation and outcome in a more resilient way, to rescue, care for, and to raise vulnerable children to become responsible, caring, independent adults. Empowering the vulnerable community members through economic and psychosocial intervention will be a key priority for their future sustainability. Thus, the organization goal and vision will be lived. On our strategic plan of the year 2021-2025, main focus as WWN is to support vulnerable children and young adults in Kilimambogo and other parts of the country. To this end, and in the spirit of the organization, WWN aims to provide family support for beneficiaries with food, medical support, education, psychosocial support, and basic living essentials. The plan is in line with the global occurrences such as the global warming and its effects on climatic changes, war, and uprisings that affect the human and disrupt lives. Organic farming and use of a clean energy are among the measures that are undertaken to mitigate the effects. To cope with these changes, more funds are required, hence a need to increase the fundraising scope. At the end of this year, we are projecting to have a deficit in our budget spilling to 2023 as a result of high expenses as compared to projected incomes. However, we have also recorded some successes, especially this year in different interventions that saw the organization stay to its mother vision. To mention but just a few, some of the beneficiaries who were enrolled in vocational internal and other institutions successfully completed their studies and are now equipped with relevant skills and knowledge that will make them self-reliant, support their families and community at large. The climax of this is a story of a young teenage mother, Elizabeth, not her real name, who was rescued from the streets of Nairobi with her 2 children and an unborn one. She was fully addicted to drugs, all sorts of abuses, and had adopted street life. The social worker identified her and saw potential in her, rescued her to Kustawi Village Center. Elizabeth and others who were rescued began a journey of rehabilitation. Her children were enrolled in school through access to education intervention. All this was done on beacon of hope since she had spent most of her years outside structured life, and it took the massive effort of all staff to ensure she adhered to the laid rules and guidelines with her children. After successful rehabilitation, she was enrolled in vocational internal training and successfully completed the beauty beadwork and detergent making courses. With these skills, she was well equipped to join the community. With the help of reintegration officer, home tracing was carried out, resocialization was initiated to reunite her with family member they had fallen out many years ago. She is now self-employed, has created an extra opportunity by employing another person to help her run the business. She is fully empowered to cater for her children and needs of the family at her rural home in Bungoma, where she was integrated. She is now the epitome of change in her community and represents many successful cases that have gone through Kusitawi village. Challenges. Sometimes the integration of rescued children is generally affected because of inconsistency of the information given, which sometimes is misleading, making it costly. Also, some have prolonged withdrawal effects, hence their exit timeline is extended. There are high needs in the community characterized by high inflation cost and prolonged drought in the country that has pressed the institution to its budgetary limitation. Also, we have experienced high maintenance costs in Kustawi village facilities as a result of tear and wear and depreciation of equipment. Conclusion, we thank all our partners, SBF, COS, TOP, Kastanje, Government of Kenya, religious institutions, and local partners who have been much supportive to us and the community. The 2023 budget is out, hoping we shall have successful and prosperous year of changing lives and serving humanity. Thank you.